Hello there everyone, I'm Flameless, welcome back to my channel, and so, as you can see, I'm playing something different from what I've done before. This is Phasmophobia by Kinetic Games. I got this off the Steam Summer Sale. So in this game, you are playing as a paranormal investigator, but you're not like the Ghostbusters. Your job isn't to catch the ghosts and get them out of here, it's to go in, find what the ghosts are, get out, and tell it to the people who will actually do the busting, or the exorcism, or whatever. So, yeah. So, alright then, as you can see, I've already made quite a few levels here. I'm at level 7, actually. So, today, for you guys, I'm gonna just do a very basic ghost hunt, and then, and just give you guys an introduction here, hopefully not die. So, maybe put some extra gear in place so that we can get something of value. Okay. So let's send this all here. So as you can see, I'm putting in some extra gear so that I can do some more things here and maybe show you some unique stuff. But right now, the plan is just to go to this smallest map. Well, not the smallest, but the starter map, and hopefully not die while I try to get a ghost. So let's get started.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Alright, so here we are in our truck. Once we go outside, we'll be going into this house, and, well, try not to get killed by the ghost before we can figure out what it is. So, regarding the ghost, there's 7 different types of evidence you can use to find out who's who. So, so there's 7 different types of evidence here. Each ghost has a unique set of 3 pieces of evidence, which means that, hypothetically speaking, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. There's 29 types of ghosts here, but I believe that the amount of options available for combinations of evidence means that there's a total of 35 possible ghosts. Of course, I haven't done the math recently. So, if you're wondering, this is highlighted because the spirit used to be the default ghost. So, or more like first in the list. So, with that being said, let's go. So, some quick things here. So, this is the EMF reader. This is the spirit box, writing notebook, dots projector, I'll drop that for now, camcorder, thermometer, ultraviolet lit flashlight, regular flashlight, and finally photo camera. So with the exception of the flashlight, so everything except the flashlight and the photo camera can be used to collect evidence. I'll show you that in a moment. There's also recording things here that can be used to get additional media for extra money, which can be very, very, very useful if you need to find some ghosts. Or if you just want extra money to help determine what ghost is. So first off, some other things here. This is a measure of the activity the ghost causes as they're going around here. If the higher it is, the more activity you're seeing at a given moment. While here is the measure of the average sanity of a person in here. The higher that is, the less likely the ghost activity is, but also less likely it's going to try and kill you. And finally, this is a timer here that keeps track of the setup phase. So for the initial 2 difficulty options, the setup phase determines how long you can go in, try to get evidence, figure out what the ghost is before it has the option to start trying to kill you. So, alright, let's get these 3 things here. So, camera, thermometer, and Map reader are the important bits, so... Alright, time to risk life and limb to go and find the ghost. Sorry about the any frame rate. My computer's definitely getting old, but I'm between jobs right now, and right now that choice is either, you know, the choices are currently either new phone or new computer, so I'm gonna wait for computer to try and focus on phone, just because that's more useful for me utility-wise. Yeah, so ghosts drop the temperature of any room they're inside of. So your best way to tell if the ghost is somewhere is to see what the room temperature is. Additionally, finding the coldest room also tells you where exactly on the map the ghost's favorite room is, which is they're more likely to do stuff. So, as for the turning on and off of lights, your sanity drains faster in the darkness, so I do not want to provoke the ghost into trying to attack just yet. Drop in stabilizing. The camcorder is also useful because it can tell you if the ghost is producing ghost orbs, another piece of evidence. Oh boy, that's cursed object. Stabilizing. So, a fair warning that if you turn on these too many lights, you can blow out the circuits for the room, and that means that the area will be completely dark. So, dropping, stabilizing. Oh, there's the bone. That's another piece of evidence. Okay. If we're in the coldest room possible, I'll be seeing my own breath, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is literally freezing there. So yeah. Oh boy, ghost is active. Okay, we got that. And yes, I am definitely terrified right now. So, yeah, as you can see, we're at the 3-minute mark. The ghost is definitely doing something here, and I am terrified right now. So, come on, drop something. Drop to cold already. I can use that mirror if I want to try and get the ghost to find out where the ghost prefers to be, but doing so will, without any doubt whatsoever, take it off and immediately start trying to gun for me, so... I hate when my computer shows its age. Hey, come on. Okay, so on and off stuff here, as you can see, my sanity is still pretty high. So if your sanity goes below 50% or so on average, the ghost will go beyond just annoyed at your presence and actively start trying to hunt you, as I mentioned. The demon is... So there's like 29 ghosts, as I showed you earlier, and the demon is particularly dangerous because it will not stop attacking you. Correction, the demon will can attack you at any point whatsoever it wants to, so it has no minimum sanity thing. Okay, we found it. Now I'm going to wait and grab some more stuff. But first I'm drop that off there. So some ghosts, including the demon as I mentioned, will actually drop the temperature all the way to freezing and below freezing, which means that one of the surefire ways to figure out to get the accurate evidence on the ghost is to throw something like that down there. Darn it, I missed the lights flickering. And see if the ghost shows up. Yeah. Darn it. Also, if you get lucky, the ghost might be able to read something there. Temperature stabilizing, so it's probably not freezing, so... Oh boy. Okay. So we have ghost orbs. Thank goodness that knocks a demon off the list. So, with that gone, the demon is no longer going to be a major problem for us here. Or so that means that the ghost has to hit that 50 threshold, and it's going to be considerably harder for them to do that with, you know, the confirmation that we're in the light and stuff. Now that that's been decided, time to get more evidence. Retreat! Yeah, that was embarrassing, but I'm pretty sure that the ghost just blew the fuse box, so... Okay. Forget it. Wrong piece of evidence. Nothing. The cross protects you from a ghost hunt. At least for a little bit. Well, yes, I am definitely scared. Okay, so we have a bone, the haunted mirror. So the haunted mirror would have instantly shown me where the ghost was. It would also have made the ghost real. It would also immediately, as I said, sent the ghost to try and kill me, so that's a really bad thing. Seems to be stabilizing, so again. Yeah. With that done, we can knock every bit of evidence you find, every bit of evidence you might take away. You can remove from the list, makes it easier to, you know, figure the ghost out. So, see these things here. So, detect a ghost presence with motion sensor, capture 2 paranormal sounds, 3 unique photos of the ghost camera. So to get a perfect one of those things here, we have to get 3 recorded sounds, 5 recorded films, and, well, and 5 pictures of unique things. So not just the same stuff. And the annoying bit with that is that there's only so many you can do without deleting. And also limits on how much you can delete, so, yeah. So, this mirror made me feel weird. We've seen ghost orbs. We found some remains. This is a motion sensor, so we can use it to determine if the ghost is active somewhere. So, turn this on. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I think it's finally time to break out some of the better evidence options. Where did I put that stupid thing? Ah, there it is. So the dots thing is like Connect, if you've ever had one of those or remember when it was big and active. So the dots will help you determine if the ghost is. Well, here, obviously, though, the ghost does not like being active. You know. Yeah. So we can check to see if the ghost is inactive. Or something, but it doesn't seem like they've been active here. Alright. Luke Bailey, saying the ghost's name is one of the surefire ways to tick it off enough to actually get it to do stuff, so... I'm just gonna drop that here because nothing else, the ghost will produce video evidence at some point, and that can be really useful later on. So, now it's time for the heavy artillery of dealing with these guys. And the one option, I admit, terrifies me a bit. We're gonna have to try and talk to them. Yeah, motion sensor activated. Okay, so I'm not completely sure, but I think that the ghost, I'm pretty sure that the ghost will be able to produce ultraviolet things, which means I might be able to write that off. So, as an option, I'm just not sure if I need to check again, since I've got the stuff pulled up, if it can set off UV things on circuit breakers. As you can see, my Sandy has still not dropped below 90, or at least is about to, which means that, yeah, it's at 89 now, which means that quite simply, okay, it's fluctuating, but the point is that if it hasn't dropped below 50 most of the time, that means that we are safe at least from the ghost, we're safe from the ghost attacking us right now, as it were. Okay, we're getting some reactions now. I hate when the light flickers. I'm not even sure if it's just my stuff or what, but Luke Bailey? Are you here, Luke? How old are you? Yeah, so some ghosts will talk back to you. How old are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? How old are you? Are you nearby? Are you nearby? Darn it. Are you nearby? Are you here? Are you nearby? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you listening? Show us a sign. Darn it. I hate how I can't really film those things, but that was definitely someone speaking, so spirit box has officially been proven. So yeah, we can now lower it down to the Mare, Diane, Kormos, or Yokai. So whichever it is next will now depend on what kind of things we can and can't find. I'm really worried about the Yokai because the Yokai does not like talking stuff, and what the? Let's see. I'm pretty sure they... Okay, yeah. Question answered. Now to get that media and run away screaming. I am definitely quite uncomfortable, but... Okay, we did it. We got our first ghost. So, ultraviolet narrows it down to a Kormos. So, yeah. Good. And, wow, we still have 80 sanity. I am really lucky. So, as you can see, we found some remains. The ghost left UV evidence. This mirror made me feel weird. We've seen a ghost orb. Annoying how it doesn't really show up that well there, but as you can see, we have proof now of what we need. So, in light of all that stuff, since we got 3 unique photos, detected a ghost presence with the motion sensor, which I missed, and all that, complete objectives and all that stuff there, we can safely say that the ghost is, as mentioned, a Kormos. And now we can run. I hope. Now to hope that we got it right. Motion sensor came alive, and
Welcome back.
yes, we did it.
Jobs for you.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now we've got some good things. So, got the salt. I think I'm just gonna call it a night 'cause it's getting late here, and my house gets, what was it? Yeah, my house starts to... My house has temperature-related noises from when things heat and cool and day and night, so I don't want to put my heartstrings up too much. So, yeah. As you can see, we just identified our first ghost of the day. So, now let me give some brief overview of the tools. So, the dots projector, again, if you remember those Connect things, especially if you've seen Paranormal Activity 4, you'll know that the dots can show you if a ghost is walking through there, but not that it will give you the outline of it. It varies from different levels, from the pen to something that actually can rotate around the room, which makes it really good for placing on the ceiling and just hoping the ghost passes through. The flashlight is just something there for, seeing stuff, but it's still nice to have. The spirit box allows you to talk with ghosts, as I did, so if you use it, the ghost will sometimes answer, provided you've met all the requirements, namely you have to be in a room that's dark, as they mention here, so make sure to stand near any paranormal activity, turn off any lights in that room, and ask some questions in the hopes of response. If the question is heard, the red light will flash. If it flashes white, you got an answer. Oh, and I should add that while the ghost might give a room, if you say, "Where are you?" it's where it is right now, I think, not its actually, I think we'll give its favorite room, the room where it's most active, not the one where it is right now. Are you friendly might just get the ghost to lie or be honest, but the answer in reality is always no. UV light, as you saw, will illuminate footprints, fingerprints, handprints, and all that stuff from the ghost interacting with things. In particular, the salt stuff that I mentioned earlier, that I just unlocked, can be used to create a tracking path. So you can use it to get so you can use it as a better way to figure out if the ghost is passing through there. One type of ghost doesn't leave that stuff, so just be warned. Okay. So, the EMF reader, as you notice, will go on up and down as it detects paranormal activity around you. If a ghost is an EMF ghost, it'll hit 5 there. So it can be things like dots or other readings and stuff. But the point is, once it hits 5, that means that you can eliminate that any ghosts that aren't there. So select that. The ghost writing book will let you it allows a ghost to write to you as long as it's somewhere right near where you see activity. And since this one's small, it might take a while. The thermometer, again, tells you where the ghost, what the temperature is in a room with the ghost. So if you use it, the ghost will. So you want to use it to find the favorite room, and if it drops down to below freezing in the favorite room, you can safely say that that ghost is a freezing ghost, and can eliminate a bunch of options. And finally, the video camera is really good for getting around in the dark because of its night vision, but it'll also show ghost orbs, as you saw there, and those will help you figure out if the ghost is, what the ghost is doing, and can help determine the ghost types. So, yeah. Here's a whole skeleton's worth of stuff here. I think they're eventually going to replace this, so skull, jaw, spine, scapula, so I've got the skull and the scapula. Ribcage, radius, ulna, humerus, hand, gotta work on that. Pelvis, fibula, femur, foot, and yeah, it's not there. So here's other things you can find. So music box, monkey's paw, tarot cards, haunted mirror. If you're wondering why I don't have those, even though I got that, I just don't want to take them with me. The summoning circle, voodoo doll, and Ouija board. So using those will trigger a ghost hunt, and a cursed one at that. So yeah. Jump change, work experience, no more training wheels. Oh yeah, so these are actually achievements in the game that you get. So yes, this has an in-game achievement counter. It also tells you which ghosts you've discovered, though it hasn't been updated to include some of the newer ones. So I've discovered the Banshee, Shade, the Twins, the Obake, and the Thay. Ah yeah, there's our van, where we do stuff. And I got them all. Where's the ring toss? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so you can play things with other players here. I'll just let that bounce around. Yeah, so overall goal for this game is just identify the ghosts, get back alive. Here are some of the events. Yeah, so Entangled Terror, 6 Tanglewood Drive, collectively identify all a ghost and survive. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do there. There's some other achievements. Yeah, there was an Alan Wake event, but yeah, I haven't got that there. So yeah. So again, thanks to everybody who's been watching, and I plan to do more of these, but from here on out I'm probably going to be uploading them just from my Twitch streams, and though I might record them as well, just in case Twitch backs out, since this isn't an always online game, and at the very least I can handle single player ones on my own there. So, Thanks again for watching, but this is Flameless signing off.